Yo guys, what is up? Rudolph here, and what I got for you guys today is a new video that's we're gonna discuss tsunamis, earthquakes, and like how to prepare yourself the next time you go to Japan. All right. So straight off the bat, recently there's been a lot of seismic activity off of the Takora Islands, and dude, this is pretty intense. So there's been over 2,000 small earthquakes, and here is Toshima. This is actually where the Takora Islands are at. So there's a big volcano and it's starting to erupt and it's causing all these earthquakes. But what's even more fascinating is so for the active activity near Takora Islands, it's been 2 years ago and 4 years ago, but the number of earthquakes this time is far greater in the past. The Japan Meteorological Agency is calling for caution against earthquakes with a maximum seismic activity intensity of a 6 or low for the time being. But at any point, if this thing erupts, it could cause a huge earthquake, all right? And tsunami. So the reason I bring this up is if we have a 6 or 7 or even an 8.0 here, that would be a catastrophic event and it could cause a huge tsunami within these lower regions. I will be personally in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in the next 3 months, so I'm making myself more aware of what to do and like how to prepare myself should there be a tsunami while I'm there. All right, and currently there's this manga right now, and apparently a previous manga edition of the same brand before had predicted, or it coincided with the Fukushima earthquake and the tsunami they had there. So this manga right now caused a lot of people to cancel their trip right now to Japan because they were nervous that it could happen. Um, I'm still going, but I'm gonna be prepared. All right, and so how to prepare for tsunami, right? Let's see, according to Google's AI advice and preparedness. So for like light earthquakes, you don't necessarily need to be too concerned. I've been in Japan a few times where there was like mild earthquakes, like a 3.0 or a 2.0 or lower. And I actually, one of them, we were in a hotel room and we were like on the 15th floor, and the building didn't shake a lot, but it wasn't anything too crazy. Um, but what I'm more concerned about is like the 6.0s or the 7.0s. All right. Of course, if you're like in the mainland or like in, let's just say Tokyo, Shibuya, Shinjuku, you'd be okay. Um, but if you're like, let's just say you're in Kamakura, okay? So Kamakura is a place I like to go to. And this last time I was there, I visited the big Buddha statue. And apparently, the big Buddha statue, I think I have a picture of it. Where's this at? Yeah, right here. So this is actually a picture that I took. This place there used to be a temple there, and apparently the tsunami came in and it just like washed it away. All right. So when you're in Kamakura, or if you're in Kamakura, or if you're anywhere by a sea, you will see signs all over the place. They look like this: tsunami evacuation zone. All right. So here they have Hasadera Temple or Hayes Temple as like your evacuation point, and you want to be aware of where it's at. All right. So one of the things I highly recommend is like if you have Google Maps, here's Google Maps. If you open it and you don't have it saved, you're not gonna know where it's at. All right. Just scanning this map really quick. If you're looking around, you'll see a few things. But look, here it is right here. Hasadera Temple or Hayes Temple. This is where you would go for your evacuation point, and you should keep this saved and bookmarked on your maps. All right, and this is off of Google Maps. All right, so let's just say you're here in the beach, but somewhere by the beach. These are actually very popular places to go if you go to Kamakura. Um, it takes about 9 minutes, yeah, or 11 minutes actually, but you should. I'm telling you right now, you should have like a safety plan, all right? Because look, if there's a huge tsunami, if you're here and you think you're gonna go up this way like that to the temple, you won't. There's actually a street where it doesn't go. All right, so you're gonna have to pay attention and like have a route. All right, and there are signs, but some of the signs aren't clear, or you won't see them. So you should like know which way is to the evacuation zone. All right. And I've been there to Hayes Temple, and this is what it looks like up there. Okay, so here I was taking picture of these stone structures or statues and the bird. I thought it was pretty cool, so I took a picture. But anyways, up there you're really up high, and you will be safe if there's like a major tsunami. Um, Here's another picture of this is actually the highest point in Hayes Temple. So once you're up there and the highest point, you could see the whole beach and all that. But anyways, this is just like a quick video that I wanted to make for everybody to be aware. Stay tuned for my next videos. I'm going to be going more into detail of some dark stuff of Japan and maybe some stuff in Los Angeles. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button if you found this helpful. And another thing is I recommend is stay on top of NHK News, and just be prepared. Have Google Maps installed and all that. And I will also be bringing in more videos about like tips and tricks. All right. So stay tuned, subscribe, and like, and all that. All right. Peace out.